Registered dietitian Paula Przywojski is here today from Mayo Clinic Health System to talk to us about eating reasonably this holiday season, because everyone has their own strategy, what they're trying to get done and accomplish. But if your goal is to keep healthy, not put on too much weight, those kinds of things, you know, the idea of binge eating and kind of saving up for that big meal, good idea or bad idea?
You know, it is not a good idea because our body is so smart, and if we don't eat any breakfast or lunch and we think, oh, then I'll save my calories, I won't eat as much, or I can really save it up, it just doesn't work that way. Our body's hunger cues take over and we just eat way too much. Even though we think we're not going to, we end up doing it anyway.
Okay, so bad strategy number one, and I've done that before. So instead, what's a good idea? You said eat sensibly, breakfast, lunch. Don't go hungry.
Correct. Do not go to any holiday party, holiday function hungry. If you get up, you want to eat something by a couple hours of waking up, and then if your function is going to be about 6 hours later, make sure you get a little snack before you go. So eating about every 4 hours is really the key.
All right, and you said be picky about some of the favorites you want, because there can be some real pitfalls in some of the foods we choose, including alcohol, that you're going to waste a lot of calories on certain things.
Exactly. Calories are calories, and when we do excess of anything, we're going to get into trouble. Alcohol can do it for us over the holiday season, but I think the biggest thing is those wonderful desserts and sweets, and I think we really need to be choosy. Eat the ones you really like.
All right, so keep that in mind, and then also on one of the things, maybe work in an activity, you know, together, go for a walk or something, make that part of the plan so you're not just sitting all day.
Exactly.
Safe food handling. We have some tips for people, you know, with the poultry and all the things you're going to be making. Some things you need to keep in mind. You mentioned number one, make sure you are washing your hands right away, wash the countertops, wash your utensils in between use. But you said what works, you don't necessarily have to use bleach.
You don't. You don't need a special bleach solution or a special cleaner. Just warm soapy water with your hands, your utensils, your cutting boards. That will be just fine.
All right, and reality check is that if you put those pounds on, typically you don't take them off?
No, you don't. Studies have shown us these holiday pounds we put on, even though we think our New Year's resolutions are going to come through, they just don't. And unfortunately, that holiday weight gain, it adds up.
All right, Paula, thanks so much for joining us today,
No problem.